Okay.
All right, we are streaming. Music begin. Go ahead and post.
There you go. Share link.
Share. Everybody share.
Share.
Yeah, but do you believe in love after love?
Well, I do. But I don't believe in anything after I met you.
I'm having respiratory issues, which makes me laugh more.
Do you know what? So I've had a tickly cough.
Oh.
No, but just one of them, one of them ones that manifests itself when you speak, then you feel it go. So it's probably best for me not to speak.
Is it in the back of your throat?
Yeah, just yeah.
All the way in the back.
Yeah.
Where it's hot and wet.
Maybe I need some medicine.
That's what she said.
Guess who's on the street?
Need some vitamin D.
All right, people, like, share, subscribe.
Just fucking do it.
I have to wait for it to go live on Twitch. No,
that's fine. We got time.
Brenna.
Copy link. Go to Facebook.
Brenna, I've got you. See, I'm talking about D3.
Oh, gross. There's a joke right there, but I gotta leave it. Swish wash room.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the TheBinPodcast. My name is Shartan. I'm joined by the lovely Brenna, by your Lord Wanker of Essex, and a guy. It's been a lovely week. Nothing has happened. No news. Nothing that we care about. So all we're going to do now is just have a good time because, the world is at ease. There's no wars. There's no famine.
Speaking of ease, look at my new background.
It's Purdy.
It's Purdy. So
Fucking
what's
lit.
in your background?
This is a personally commissioned piece of art from one Eases and Works. Go to Eases and Works on Instagram. And then you can get to his Redbubble account and buy all his art. Buy all of it so he runs out. That'll show him money.
And I'm going to
show that motherfucker.
We finally set up the studio in the office, so I'm going to take some really nice high-resolution images of my beautiful picture for ease and for all of us so that we can have it because it's amazing. I admire it.
Look at the ring. It's a wave. Sorry.
So, but on that note, we do have to bring some bad news into the show before we start.
No, we don't. That's not their business.
Our dear friend Chicken Anonymous.
That's not their business.
Canceled.
What are you drinking, Chartan?
No. It is their business because it paid for the fucking artwork in the back of you. That shit wasn't for free.
Hang on a minute. Jartan Chicken Anonymous confirmed.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
Yeah. Thanks, dude. All right. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that anyway.
No.
Yes, we are.
No, you don't talk shop. We don't talk that shop. That's unclassy.
By the way, Mikey, I do love the fact that you asked everyone to get Ease to sell out of his bespoke art. The thing that he can do forever as it's bespoke.
Oh no, he'll run out. If we just buy all of it, he'll run out. And
then, when he dies.
Nope. His ghost will be there with a brush.
I tried. Now I'm the one broke.
But that'd be less to see.
Again.
Will you two get clues?
No, Jesus fucking Christ! You all know that I paid for the fucking artwork. Jesus fucking hell! I can't even be bothered. Hey, by the way, so
what are you drinking there, buddy?
Me? I got a tiny bottle of applesauce.
Applesauce? What the fuck? That was a bad lie. That was a bad lie.
Not even close.
I have a little container of oatmeal. No, Oreo. sausage? No.
No.
So, no, but if
It's
you
cough
buy
syrup.
apple
It's cough.
sauce,
It's cough syrup. You're sick. You
yeah,
gotta.
if you buy a cough syrup in Sweden, like you get them in this tiny glasses.
Sorry. That was
Can you shut the fuck up?
No, it was terrible.
I am 25 years old. I can't take this shit.
What?
No.
No.
Now we got to get a new
You-
Brenna.
You are fake news. You are fake news.
I can't.
Jartan, what you're doing right there is you look like you have a sample cup. One of them ones that you have to, give to the doctor when you have to
Yeah,
check.
they gave me applesauce in the sample cup.
Juice.
Apple juice.
There you go.
Apple juice.
Juice. You can't even.
Bit of a translation.
He's
That
like
sounds like-
Trump when he lies.
This is going to be a tough gig tonight.
I think
Pretty bad.
I think we all need to just take a deep breath. I think we missed each other over the week, and we're coming out a little bit spicy. And
Wow.
maybe
Thank
we
you.
should.
Oh no! Wait! They just gave me.
Whoa!
No,
what
no,
the?
no.
What was that? Hold on. Do that one more
I
again.
just got a big glass. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Look at all this spiciness right here.
Because she's worth it.
Thanks.
She said her got curls today.
I got curls. I got sexy
Ooh.
beachy waves now.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Brennan, what are you drinking?
Today I actually, I usually have my sparkling water, but today I'm going a little sweeter on this, and I have some root beer. I was thinking either cream soda or root beer. I like either one,
I like
but
a good cream.
I got some root beer.
Dude. Dude.
I'm no expert, but that don't look like no cream soda root beer combination or anything.
I can neither confirm nor deny what is in this cup.
Are we gonna have?
There is root beer.
No. Are
Is
we
it
gonna
sweet?
have drunk? Wait.
No.
Are we gonna see drunk Brenner on the bin for the first time live?
Never.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if they
But
can take
if
that.
you do want to see Drunk Brenna, you do have to become a patron. I'm kidding you.
You see
Not.
what I'm doing?
No.
kid you not. If you want to see Drunk Brenna rant about something, I don't even remember what I ranted about. I was drunk.
No one knows.
You must become a patron. A $1 patron could get you access to it. More the merrier. If we get more, then I'll do more.
And it also features myself and Mikey, but I'm at least an octave lower in my vocal range during that particular period.
That is
It was
accurate.
about 4 in the morning.
It works that way.
What are you drinking there, Wayne?
I'm on a mix of Shiraz Cabernet. So it's basically a Shiraz, but a Cabernet Sauvignon mix. It's a Shiraz Cab Sav.
Shiraz Cab Sav. Shiraz Cab Sav? Shiraz Cab Sav.
Yeah.
So basically, somebody took a bunch of grapes, tossed them into a wall, and put a bottle underneath.
Yeah, and they tasted it and they went, is it a Shiraz? Is it a Cab Sav? Fuck it, we'll name it the same.
Yeah.
Bollocks.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Mikey.
Sir?
Got a little bit of that Crown Royal peach. And I was
We a little southern?
little southern drawl today.
Little,
And I had it
Can't you motherfucker? No, leave whiskey alone.
with a little ginger beer.
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
Speaking of Southern draw, I met a nice lady from Texas today. She was bonkers. It was fantastic. And,
Awesome.
no, I'm hoping she's in the chat because I promoted the crap out of us to her because I thought she's the sort of person that I want to have in our community. And yeah, she's probably not there, but if she's not, then I'm putting her rate up of her insulation by 5%. So hopefully she's there.
it would behoove her to be watching right now. Save her a lot
It
of
really
money.
would.
But here's the joke. Do you remember when we did that whole what the fuck is that name of that program that we did where we met that white supremacist chick? You remember when we did that?
Oh God! Oh, that was on stereo.
No. What's the stereo? What's the other one?
No, it was stereo.
Equal. No. What's it called?
No, it was definitely stereo.
Was the stereo? Yeah. So
Yeah.
me and Wayne, we were sitting on stereo, and we were just like flicking to people, and was like finding something. We found a couple of guys who were standing around like playing, music on the guitars, and all of a sudden, there's this woman showing up, a girl, and she was like, and we put down politics as one of our interests, and she was like, she was into politics. And we're like, yeah.
She straight up went, yeah,
no, I'm a fascist.
Oh God.
And we were like, what? And I was like, so where do you stand politically? I'm like, I'm so far left, because she was American. And I was like, I'm so far left. I'm probably a communist in your country, but I'm a social democrat. So like, yeah, I'm a fascist. I'm a Christian fascist.
It was great.
I'm like,
was she from Texas too?
I'm a religious fascist. That's what she said.
I think she was from Florida, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was from Florida.
Shocker.
And me and Wayne were like,
oh come on, there's fascists everywhere.
Yeah, but can you please explain what you mean by being a religious fascist? Is that like, one true God, all that? It's all like, yeah. And I asked her one question, she's like, yeah, swipe left. And we were like, we were gone.
Yeah.
The thing was, like, so me and Jartan were on Zoom like this, but we were using Jartan's rig to go onto stereo because we hadn't figured out how to get us both on there at the same time. Yeah. And like as you said, oh, I'm a fascist. I'm like going to Jartan, like, keep going.
String along.
No, but I really tried to have her going on, but it was no way, because as soon as I asked her any critical question, she was like, nope, skip it. And I'm like, oh, man. I really wanted to talk to you. Oh.
Well, and we also found some random guitarist from like Thailand or Indonesia or something.
No, it was one guy from Indonesia, and he was fucking ripping that shit.
Tearing that shit up.
Oh yeah, no. Like
it was awful.
It was awful. His guitar was out of tune. Like he did, but he was living the rock gold life, dude. Like he was fucking just going at it. Wow! We were like.
Like, yeah, man, you're really good. Yeah, give us some more. Yeah. He's like, oh, do you know the Foo Fighters? And he's like,
oh no.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I was gonna open up for Ozzy,
but Zach Wild took that spot.
Yeah, I lost it out to Zach Wild of all people.
Yeah.
So, anyway, is anything going on over in the States, Michael?
One's on this big Michael kid.
I said to Jenna, I'm just going to call you Michael from now on.
Madam Brenna, if you don't mind.
If you want to know more about Michael, you can go to his website at deviants.com and you can learn a lot more about him.
Whatever you say, Chicken Anonymous. So the Senate GOP.
I'm going to go have a week. I'm going to touch myself while podcasting.
Not on screen. Not on screen.
Yeah, we got a power.
So the Senate GOP unveils. Its $928 billion infrastructure counteroffer to Biden. Here's what's in it. Scroll down, por favor. Okay. Actually, I still can't read that. So can you read off what is included on there?
Oh my God. Learn how to read, dude.
I am not an eagle. I can't see that well.
Mikey, click the thing that says full screen.
Yeah, if I do that, it'll fuck up the layout because I'm producing. Okay. Senate Republicans unveiled its $928 billion infrastructure counteroffer to President Joe Biden on Thursday, which was 2 hours ago. As the sides see whether they can bridge an ideological gulf to strike a bipartisan deal. So this is kind of typical American politics where you say, I want 100 of X. But you know damn well that the other side of the aisle is not going to go for 100 of X. You really could get by with 50 of X. And I think what this is 75 of X. So it's not 100% of what Biden wanted to get through. He knew that that wasn't going to happen. And by overbidding, he won the bidding war. So what we're going to get here is 500. And I think this is over. I lost the spot there. Does it say how long? I think this is over 10 years.
Yeah, but so what you're saying is that all of your democracy is run on bartering.
Correct.
As if you're in some Moroccan market.
Correct.
It is. It's negotiations.
Yep.
It's all about negotiations. So
all right, so that's America. Can we talk about a country that has a future?
Wow, that's super insightful of you. Thank you for contributing to my article that I brought today.
Yeah. Where the hell were you?
Dickhead.
Yeah.
So what we're looking at here is
your applesauce.
$506 billion for roads, bridges, and major infrastructure projects, including, which is very cool, $4 billion for electric vehicles, and that would include some of the charging stations that desperately need to get across the country. Because if you bought a Tesla today, going on a road trip ain't gonna be that great, because if you like try to map out and plan out where you want to go, like if I want to go to California, I don't know that I'd be able to make it there because there's not enough charging stations en route.
And I also have something to say about that, because much like if you do, as our UK friends call petrol stations, if you have those charging stations, they actually benefit the communities around them. They're also easier to put in, and they don't take up much space. So a lot of places, a lot of these charging stations will end up going into poorer neighborhoods and being able to use them to generate income for that community, which will help them develop better green technologies there, which is one of the groups of people who actually do not benefit or will not benefit from green technology are poorer neighborhoods, because green technology is expensive. So if they have the access to this type of income, they now can invest in solar panels, wind, better, more efficient water supply, better sewage, better, just better all around for the environment as well as the other people. So that's what I have to say.
Mikey, I have a question. Do you have a backyard or back garden?
Yeah,
as we would say. Okay, get a load of wood, chuck it in there, set it on fire. Then you haven't got to go California. You're done.
I'm in California already.
Yeah,
exactly.
I just said we
were talking about the weather, and I was about to say, look, that's what I experienced this entire week.
If only you guys could capture.
Degrees.
If you guys could just put some sort of like vat of water over your forest fires to boil it to spin a turbine, it would be great.
Wow, do you know what? That's not a bad idea.
Thank you very much.
A little steam engine, a little rudimental steam engine.
Just to power at least the fire trucks.
California itself can power most of the country if we invest in it. We have tidal waves. We could do tidal technology. We have sun. We
got fire,
thermal, everything.
Hey, have you got earth, fire, wind, water? Oh, you need heart. If you had heart, then you could have Captain Planet.
And then Don Cheadle would show up and turn you into a tree.
We cannot power everything by love, but we damn well try.
Okay, going on the list. We got a couple things here. $98 billion for public transit, which is still using buses from the 70s, I believe. $72 billion for water systems, $65 billion for broadband, which is which is a bigger thing than people might realize, because not having the internet kind of limits your job prospects. It limits.
You are punished if you don't have the internet.
Yeah.
I would say that I would take it longer than say just your job prospects, your life prospects, right? You need the internet for everything now. You, because you live in third world country, you haven't realized that cash is going the fuck out. In the most of Europe, people don't see cash for weeks and weeks, and everything's electronic. We all pay our bills that way. We don't get checks. We do it electronically. So not having the access to internet limits your possibility not only for jobs but for everything now.
Yep. And
Mikey, continue.
56 billion for airports, which is good because a lot of them need overhauls too. If you've ever flown inside the country from like place to place, there's a big difference between leaving Vegas to landing in like West Virginia for landing in like Charleston and like Dulles. Like definitely some overhaul in there, and I'll sum up with the last thing here. 46 billion for passenger and freight rail systems. Again, awesome. 22 billion for ports and waterways. 22 billion for water storage. 21 billion for safety efforts, and 20 billion for infrastructure financing. All of this stuff is work that needs doing. People need jobs, and guess what? He already just laid the groundwork for. Anyone who works on any of these projects, you're gonna have that minimum $15 an hour.
Yeah.
Booyakasha.
Yeah.
Sounds like socialism to me.
Good. We need some fucking New Deal socialism because our fucking country is falling apart, and everyone's looking at the money starved state governments to fund all this shit, and they don't have it. Yeah. They just don't have it because the regulations have been so crazy that no one pays anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why everyone is fleeing Illinois as it stands, is because the taxes are so high, because we can't afford to replace our roads and our bridges and everything that needs to be done. And our schools are sucking, and we can't afford to do any of this stuff anymore because it's gone crazy.
This is something that never gets highlighted when it comes to the reporting of these particular stories and these particular plans. This is a circular economy, in the sense of you invest in your roads, your infrastructure, your schools, all these kind of things. What you then do is you create jobs that stimulate the economy. The people that are in these jobs tend to spend the majority of their income within that economy, so the money just keeps flowing back through. When you start doing this top-down sort of quantitative easing, that money stagnates.
Yeah.
And
it goes out. It actually, what happens is that when you give large corporations tax breaks or whatnot, it actually goes out. It leaves the country. Yeah. So now places like China will get our money. Places like
China.
Places like Russia get our money.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way to keep them from stealing our money is actually to give it to the people who will spend it within the country.
Exactly.
And small businesses.
Absolutely, I totally agree. But here's a fucking deal, right? So even in a social democratic fucking country where I live, and where basically Wayne lives as well, where we're trying to do these things, people don't really believe in the values that gives. Is that good root beer? It must be a very tasty root beer. Must be.
It kind of stings a little bit.
Yeah, it stings a little bit. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. It's got a sing. It's got a bit of a sing to it.
It's got a little fire in it.
It's dry.
Did you get a root beer from Ireland?
Kentucky.
Oh, okay, so it's the same thing.
No, but here's the deal. So, if you're doing this, right? Because Mikey said, I'm paying a lot of taxes. Well, you're not really paying, because we've done the math on this, me and Mikey. We did the math on this about, like 3 years ago, right? Mikey pays more when you account for his insurance, his health insurance and all that, by the month, on an average from his salary than I do.
That's entirely true.
Yeah. So it doesn't work. It only works for the wealthy people. right? That's how it's designed to work. It's designed to hold the poor people down and make the wealthy more wealthy. That's how it's designed.
But
Yeah.
but all of this
Figure it
shit,
out.
but all of this shit, like all this, like, and they're like, oh, this is all these hundreds of billions of dollars. This is shit. These are bills that are past due. These roads needed to be done. These hospitals needed overhauls. This infrastructure shit needed to be fixed forever ago. But
And I believe the requirement is to only take materials in the United States. So now this will, trickle up to, we have factories that are going to be producing. We have mining operations that are going to be producing. We're going to have skilled labor being instructed. We're going to have long-term inspections. We're going to see that this is not just public transportation, water, stuff like that. This is what happened when the highway system was built, where it not only provides the jobs and the training involved in it, but the long-term effects are going to be saving this country so much more money in the long run when you're not seeing giant trucks breaking down in the middle of the road. You're not going to see, a ship being stuck in the Suez Canal kind of thing, where it's going to end up being longer term than just whatever it takes to build all these. Yes,
I just want. You're welcome, myself. This is the thing that really frustrates me, is the fact that the sort of boomer generation always tell us millennials, and yes, I'm a millennial, 81, OG millennial. they always sort of like arc back to the 50s and 60s. And the 50s and 60s, it was so good. Oh, yeah, you had free college, you had infrastructure spending, massive housing building programs.
Vaccine, lovely.
Yeah, we had over the founding of the NHS, all these social programs for the greater good. And they look back at that and say, oh, it was great back then. And then when people say we want to do that now, they're like, no, you can't do that now. Oh, what? Because we want to take some of your money.
Yeah, socialism, stealing, big government.
But that's but just to Wayne's point, that's exactly what needed to happen, because after World War II, everything was decimated. How many tens of thousands? How many tens of thousands of young men were just not coming home?
Yeah,
you have to do something with the people that you have left to keep the cycle going and keep shit pumping.
Well, you also had to keep morale up, because once everything was gone and stopped and devastated, people were exhausted and tired, and they needed that, and it was a focus that needed to happen. We had the same thing with the New Deal, where we went through a depression, and the only way that we could get out of it was with the government saying, "Look, we're going to build the highways.
Yeah,
we're going to build the."
No, but give me a second. 2 seconds. We already covered this, right? Look at Dr. Tobias, episode 1. He explains what government program it was, how it was funded, and how it was done. We already know how that was done, and he already owned somebody who tried to say, no, it wasn't a socialized program. Yes, it fucking was. So that's not something that we have to discuss at all. It was a socialized program, and it was done after World War II. During the World War II.
Yeah, but the thing I want to highlight, Jartan, is the difference in the media coverage at the time. The propaganda that was given out at the time was like, do it for your country. Right. Uncle Sam needs you, all this kind of stuff.
Everybody chip in.
It was a collective.
Yeah, exactly. It was a collective thing. And now all of the propaganda that we get is all about selfishness and individualism and the atomization of the populace. That means that we can keep them all separated, all in their little camps and their little echo chambers, all around with each other, whilst the people at the top just pick off the the
Okay,
funding.
so let me challenge you a bit on there.
Okay.
So how does anybody say that private companies should finance highways?
Through taxation.
No, but how? So what? So
Elaborate on your question because it was a bit
all right,
kind of like.
all right. My question is so. How are we not going to use a socialized infrastructure program um, uh, to do this? How are we going to capitalize on it? Is that even the issue?
No, the issue is corporations trying to squirrel away their profits to whilst exploiting the socialist infrastructure that's already in place.
Correct.
So they'll take advantage of the roads and the public sector, and the fact that that their workers come from publicly funded schools and things like that. And then when it comes to their profits, they'll just squirrel that away and say, no, you can't have any of that. How dare you tax us? When they're taking the advantage of the socialized system.
Okay, so let's say that you have a 200-mile stretch of highway that you need to, renovate and needs to be done, and you put it out on, the commercial market, and my company comes in and we say we can do cheaper than the taxpayer.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it cheaper than the government program. So wouldn't that benefit the state and everybody if I could do it cheaper?
Yes and no. Because the thing is, when it comes to something that's state run, the legislation and the regulations that come with that are much tougher and stronger than what a private company would adhere to, purely through litigious matters. Because a private company could come in, do it for cheaper. It happens all the time over here. Virgin Rail said they can run a certain train line at a certain tender. Turns out they couldn't. Then they sued the government for cancelling the contract. So you have instances like that where they say, "Oh yeah, we can do it for 2 million," but the state would say it's going to cost 5 million. Now the state would then.
Okay. No. Because wait, now you are incorrect.
Okay.
So that's not what the suit was about. So they said that we are gonna manage the rails. We are gonna have the train cards on there, but you have to make sure that the rails are in the condition so we can run our trains in. So what they are suing the state for is that they did not fulfill their part of the commission, where they actually fuck you, Mikey. Shut the fuck up. So the British Rail was supposed to maintain the
no
fucking
such thing
rails.
as British Rail. It's Network Rail.
Yeah, Network Rail, or what the fuck it's called, right? And then the other company had the train cards.
Yeah.
And then they were delayed because the one company didn't maintain the rails, and the other company couldn't be on time because the rails weren't maintained.
I'm not sure you're 100% right on that because the trains are still running.
Yeah, no, but Google it. The trains were fine, but the rails weren't. But here's the problem: if it all was one company, right? It was a state company. This is what I'm getting at. In Sweden now, we have like 7 companies like running the railways. It's one company owning the railway cards, one owning the rails, one owning the people who drive the trains, one blah 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 blah. It's just a fucking mess, and nobody knows who's doing anything.
Yeah. No.
But here's the point. In the UK, you have the same fucking problem, right?
Yeah, go on.
Nobody knows who's doing something. Nobody knows who's doing what. And all of a sudden, you have, instead of one railway company taking care of the rails, the trains, the station, and all that, now you have 8 fucking shitty fucking commercial companies that want to do is make money, and all they don't want to do is spend money actually running trains.
Yeah, and that's why something like the train infrastructure should be taken back in-house, because if you've got people trying to skim the cream from the top, then you're always going to have people looking to cut corners. And if you've got people looking to cut corners, that's not in the interest of the state. That's in the interest of the private equity firms that are supporting these companies. And that this is why they're kind of the Labour Party proposed bringing the rail infrastructure back in-house and doing it properly with proper regulation.
That's not what they proposed, though.
I think we're getting. I think we're a bit in the weeds here.
Yeah, the Labour Party did propose that.
No, they proposed, but Jesus Christ, the fucking British state still owns 59% of it. They just want to make it into a non-commercial entity. After making it into a commercial entity, that's not how that works. You can't take just like we're going to go into the stock market. Now we're going to take it off. That's not how that fucking works. You can't just reverse everything. It's like I pissed in the garden. No, I'm just going to suck my pee back into my penis. Now I haven't peed in your garden.
There it is. Got him, tons of mice.
You can't do that. It doesn't work that way.
That's what Jeremy Corbyn was proposing. That actually is what Jeremy Corbyn was proposing. Renationalising the entire thing.
Yeah. Oh, bro. We lost Brandon.
No, she'll be right back. Mr. Wayne, do you want to speak on Boris's? Or do we want to talk about your main man, Tucker Carlson?
No, let's get on to Boris. Let's get on to Boris and Dominic Cummings.
Do the thing. Do the thing. Do the Boris.
Right, folks.
No. Before, no.
Nothing to see here. Latin. Yeah.
Brenna, what is going on?
No.
What?
I got nothing.
You asked for that.
Yeah.
I got myself a guitar. I'm learning how to play. So now I can be as cool as my co-stars.
Wow.
Okay, so
Hello?
give me
cool?
give me an E minor. No, give me an E minor. E minor.
Fucking A, man.
E minor. That is not an E minor.
I don't know. Yeah.
Mikey,
I have to practice my.
Mikey, I might have to go and play the Night Begins to Shine for you.
Love that song.
Yeah. Hello, guys.
Did it just show up?
I've never had a guitar in my life, and I have a guitar.
How are you a pilot and you don't have a guitar? That seems like something easy to get.
I was going to say, surely like behind the cockpit, there's like a break glass in case of emergency.
In case you need a solo.
Well, you know.
It's pretty.
No.
What kind is that? Full screen. Let's take a look at it.
Okay.
No, let's look at it.
Ooh.
Oh,
nice.
Beautiful.
It's new. It's like it's acoustic electric.
Semi-acoustic.
No, it's an acoustic with a mic in it. It's an acoustic.
Oh.
It's
you
thin.
got a little mixer on there.
It's good for it. It's good for large chests. I guess. That's what I was told.
You guys shut the fuck up. I'm listening to guitar talk. Can you shut the fuck up?
Of course you are. Where are your trousers?
I got my kilt on. All right, no. Give me an E minor. No, just give me an E straight or an E minor.
I'm just going to play. You're actually not my instructor. My instructor just happens to be an actual music teacher that I have to work with.
He could have fooled me, but okay.
Oh please. How about that, guys?
Oh my god.
How cool am I?
I love the guitar. It's fantastic. I am in awe.
Brenna, welcome to the club.
I know. I feel so proud of myself.
We are proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Good job. Did it.
I did it.
I can't wait.
So it's cool, isn't it?
I can't wait till you meet someone from 98 Degrees and do covers with them on the internet.
There we go. Look how cool that is. It's purple, and then it turns into this nice little dusty blue over here. Very nice. Look at, I mean, that bridge is awesome.
That bridge, though.
So I'm excited to continue working on this, and
Brenna, are you about to announce our sponsorship with Abina's guitars?
Right.
I wish.
And that's why Ibanez is sending all of you guys out a brand new axe.
You get a guitar. You get a guitar. You get a guitar.
I would like the Tosa Nabasi 8-string. If they're giving them out, Ibanez, I'll take that.
I'm like really happy that I wanted one. Considering my boss just happens to be a musician and he has tons of guitars around, and I'm like, maybe you should just teach me how to play. And he's like, sure. And then a week later, I have a guitar.
So
and if Manson Guitar Works are listening, I would love an MB1 with the Chaos Pad, Buzz Factory, and the Fernandez Sustainer.
See, at least I paid for mine. I'm not begging for free to.
So Brenna,
wait for the mid roll.
Exactly. So Brenna, does it bring you joy?
I'm so happy with it.
Then you needed it.
Yeah.
Congratulations on finding something in your life that brings you joy. Everyone should have those things.
I've done like piano lessons. I've had guitar lessons. I've had flute lessons. I've played drums. I've played.
Tell me about the
mute him.
Tell us about the flute lessons.
That wasn't me.
How did that go? How'd the flute lessons go?
It was me.
I was in band. It was bad. I was terrible at it. I've had banjo. I own a banjo. So what I'm hoping that I get with just learning how to play the guitar is that I can play my banjo better, and I can also learn how to play bass. See, I was worried about telling you guys about my guitar for this particular reason because you guys are just all drunk out.
It's not the guitar that he's laughing at. It's other words you're saying.
I know.
That have given him the giggles. It's just the other things that you're saying.
No. Here's the deal, Brenna. Fucking go for it. Don't worry about Wayne. Like he likes the Muse. Like nobody cares about Wayne.
He's tearing up over there.
He knows nothing about music. He thinks the Muse is a good band. Like he knows nothing. He knows nothing.
He's too tickled to be bothered by your obvious baits.
He's like, I'm sitting here with a Fender Telecaster, and I'm like amused because you said,
"Oh God."
Hey, I'm the one with the Fender Telecaster. Don't insult me. Insult him. Get his guitar right.
Brenna went from playing the flute to the one-string banjo.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
How did I become the adult one in the group? How am I the only one who's not thinking it's funny? I'm just proud of you, Jenna. I'm proud of you. Fucking play
Jenna?
If you knew my head, you are fantastic.
He just said Jenna.
Are you cheating on me with my girlfriend?
I said Jenna.
You said Jenna.
Yeah.
I said Jenna. I did. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you ever have to put up with this man. Come back to me.
This is wild. And now I think since we're completely off the rails, Brenna, why don't you play us a song? We'll do the mid-roll.
Okay, I need to step off a minute.
And now you have to read all the names because we are one name.
I'm not. I'm over it. First off, like I said before, if you would like to view a drunk recording of me and my co-host over here, you have to pay for that. And the only way that you can get it is through going to patreon.com/TheBinPodcast and becoming one of our patrons. You can be $1 or $10 or $100 for all I care. And join us, and we'll have we should have a Patreon only hangout pretty soon. So join in now so that you can hang out with some of us on in the United States of America,
Yes.
as well as those of us who are across the pond. So the only way that you can do that is to go to patreon.com/TheBinPodcast and join us on our Patreon and become one of our patrons. And then you can see me drunk ranting about something I don't even remember. And we'll have more of those, but only if we get more patrons. So it's your responsibility to get us more patrons, and I hope to see you guys there. You can find it. You can find us on if for some reason you don't feel like doing $1 a month, which I know. Shut up. You can find us on YouTube, where you can like, share, and subscribe to us, as well as share it with your friends. You can find us. You can like our profile on Facebook. And you can also find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/TheBinPodcast. And you can become one of our Twitchies, I guess.
the Twitchies.
Twitchies.
They can follow us on Twitch, and now that I think we're at the level now, let me double check. You can subscribe to us, which gives us monies.
Yeah. So that's how you can support us without having to do anything. But please, if you can, $1, $5 a month, go to patreon.com/TheBinPodcast and help us out a little bit. And maybe we can all do a jam session sometime and record it.
That'll be great.
When I learn a little bit more about my pretty guitar. But thank you guys. Patreon.com/TheBinPodcast. And
speaking of pretty guitars.
Wow, super shiny.
Mikey's favorite song, "The Night Begins to Shine." All it is E minor D.
That's all you need.
That's it. There is a C thrown in there. Yeah, but yeah, this is my shiny.
It's very nice.
It's an actual mirror, so you can watch a Bin podcast through my.
What are your two knobs? What are your two knobs by the bridge?
They're the fuzz factory controls, the gain and the attack. Yeah.
How heavy is that thing if it's got a fucking fuzz pedal in it?
No, to be fair, look, the fuzz pedal, look, there's the back of it.
Oh, so I guess I don't need the metal case for it. I guess be pretty light.
All the guts is in there. So
very cool.
All good. It's all good. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna put my guitar away. Hello.
Well, there's something that you didn't know about the Bin podcast. We all own guitars now.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
All right. Can we stop talking shit? And can we talk about the fact that Dominic Cummings and Boris Johnson has had a bit of fault?
You mean your man Wormtongue, Dominic Cummings?
Yeah, which I mistaken when we talked on the phone for Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh my god, that was fucking ridiculous.
Okay, so
I was like, yeah, Sherlock Holmes has dug out fucking Boris Johnson.
so here's the deal. He called me and I was properly fucking wasted.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Wait, when are you?
And
Stop
he
the
started,
press.
and he started talking about
That was funny.
no, so he started talking about comics, right?
Giggity.
And I was like,
There we go, just
come
over
on.
Ooh.
Wow.
All right. So,
Jack and
Right, come on, everyone, find your center. Find your center. Breathe in and out. Now carry on, you soppy cunt.
all right. So here's the deal. So, Wayne called me, and I was well into it, and he started talking
Giggity.
about fuck off. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And 2 seconds later, he was over it.
And then he said, like, so Dominic Cummings and Boris Johnson has had a big falling out.
I hate it when
What
it
I
falls out.
heard, what I heard was not Dominic Cummings. I heard Benedict Cumberbatch. And so all I thought about was the actor.
Sherlock
right?
Holmes.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange,
So I was like,
for the more sort of contemporary viewer.
So he kept talking, and I was like, why does this actor have anything to do with politics in the UK? And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Why is Benedict Cumberbatch a part of the political discourse? Like, I never said that. It was Dominic Cummings.
Right, for the American viewer or the non-Brit viewer, Dominic Cummings was effectively the Stephen. He was
Michael Flynn.
I was just going to go with Stephen Miller.
Okay.
Because he was more sinister.
Okay.
So he was more he was like the Stephen Miller to Boris Johnson. And what happened was he was the person behind the Vote Leave campaign. In fact,
Steve Bannon, maybe.
No, this is Jartan, where you've made an accidental link. There was a film made by Channel 4 that was about the Brexit vote, and Benedict Cumberbatch played Cummings.
He wasn't wrong then.
Technically, yes, he was.
Yeah, technically, I was, because I was like, why is he on?
Because he thought Doctor Strange was like testifying against Boris Johnson. I was like, no, that's not how it works, mate. But yeah, anyway, for the uninitiated, that's who he is. He was basically an advisor. He was a top advisor. He got into all sorts of bother because he was the architect of the lockdown rules, and then broke them, and then made up some bullshit lie. So he was telling everyone they have to stay at home. He then went on a trip to Newcastle and then went to a 60-mile round trip to Barnard Castle. And when he got found out about it, he said, I was testing my eyes to see if I could drive back to London. Right? So he did his explanation for his 60-mile round trip on his wife's birthday to a beauty spot was he was testing his eyesight with his kid in the back of the car.
Sounds like a regular Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Exactly that. I was just dropping them off. I don't care you're freezing. I'm going to fucking Cancun.
You know the thing about private flights is sometimes the kids get scared when they're being fed snacks and watching movies on their tablets. So I had to go with them.
But the thing with Cummings is he got sacked because he fell out with Boris Johnson's missus, Carrie. Oh fuck, I forgot her surname. But in
Johnson.
No, because they're not married yet. But in the testimony that he did when he was talking to MPs just yesterday, he referred to her as the Prime Minister's girlfriend.
Ooh.
Didn't mention her by name at all. Just always was the Prime Minister's girlfriend, because they had a massive falling out, because through his testimony, the Prime Minister was more worried about what the press was saying about him than what was going on with the coronavirus. And he was slow to react because he wanted to make sure that he wanted to keep the press on board. He turned around and said that he wanted to be the mayor from Jaws, you know, where he kept the beaches open, even though there was a shark in the fucking water. He wanted to be that mayor. He didn't want to be the mayor that, or the Prime Minister that shut everything down.
Right.
Because he was just so all about public opinion. And the problem that we've got, and also Matt Hancock, the health secretary, he's just chucked him under the bus. I don't know whether Matt Hancock is like pissed in his tea or something like that, but he went in on him and said this geezer should have been sacked 15 times for 15 different reasons. And Matt Hancock has now come out and said, no, that's not true. That didn't happen. And it's kind of because Matt Hancock is a cunt. Let's just face it. But anyway, getting back to the main thrust of it.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah. Yeah. But Boris Johnson has not denied any of the claims that his former chief advisor has said, and this is proving telling in the British media. So he has been confronted with the accusations by the media, and he has done that beautiful politician answer of, I'm going to create a question and I'm going to answer that one and take your one and just put it over here and ignore it. So the general consensus is that his Cummings claims are accurate and Boris Johnson can't refute them because he has no evidence, because Cummings has got all the receipts. And even though Cummings has come out as like a, what's his name, Wormtongue from Lord of the Rings.
You have no power here, Gandalf the Grey.
Exactly that. And
Sing.
Yeah, because well done, Mikey.
Thank you.
And because there's no refutation or rebuttal, the general consensus is that Cummings has been telling the truth about this particular episode, but his Barnard Castle thing was a complete fabrication to protect his own arse. And now he's been sacked by Boris Johnson. He is basically throwing everyone under the bus. He's just lighting a fire on the bridge that he's, burning the bridge that he's standing on.
Like, fuck it now.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, fuck it. I'm going down. I'm taking all you cunts with me.
Yep.
So race to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for initiative.
British politics.
Speaking of racism.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Do you want to do that one, Mike?
Ooh, off the backboard.
Hang on. I'm just trying to think. Is this second or fifth gear?
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Probably fifth.
No, but really, is that all you have to, like, come on.
What?
Dominic Cumberbatch is an absolute fucking cunt.
Shut up. You're done. You're done. His name is not Cumberbatch.
Like,
Stop
I can't
it.
even get his name right.
God damn it.
What is his name? I hate that fucking cunt. But here's the deal.
He sat there for 15 minutes and listened, and he was like, wrong name.
I can't get. That's what I have. That's what I've been saying. I can't get that fucking shit right. It's Dominic Cummings and
Yes.
Dominic Cumberbatch. There we go.
Lord have mercy.
Jesus fucking Christ, I can't go. All right, but here's the deal. Why don't we do something that's a bit controversial? Just
there we go.
Here, I have a better idea. How about you save your controversy for the after show? We already had a pre. We had a thing. I got the alley-oop off the backboard, and now you're derailing it.
Yeah, Michael, if he pulls a chicken out, get rid.
I don't. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. All right.
It would be an anonymous
Fuck you,
chicken,
guys.
wouldn't it? Speaking of racism, Jartan's best friend in the entire fucking world is so mad at him right now because Jartan is a supporter of the Chicago mayor who's a racist.
That's true.
Explain
100%.
yourself, Jartan. Why do you support this mayor? Who? And let me tell you what she did, because you act like you don't know. So I'll tell everybody so that everybody knows. She is giving exclusive interviews to journalists of color.
Okay.
No, don't you okay me? You know that's racism. You know that's how
even the fucking mayor of
how
Chicago.
the Nazis would have done it. Isn't that right, Jartan?
Yes, that's exactly how we would have done it in the Nazi.
Yeah, they would.
Sweden.
That's the angle, and that's the vitriol that one Tucker Carlson is taking, because the Lori Lightfoot, the mayor of Chicago, is giving journalists of color exclusive interviews with her. Brenna, can you pull the article, not the video? Because I don't want to play the video, because I know Fox News loves it when people.
I don't have the article.
I
only have the video. You only sent the video.
It's in the chat.
Oh yeah, that is
That's
just the
the
video.
video.
Hold on, let me see if I still got it.
Oh, let's do some Fox News so I can have a heart attack.
This isn't just Fox News. This is Tucker Carlson. This is like this is like
Creme de la creme.
No, so is this
Fox News?
No, I'm asking you, like, are we doing also this on the fly?
No, this is not on the fly. This was set up before you got here.
Look it. See,
No.
we
I'm asking
already
you.
talked about this.
Are we going? No, let's do it on the fly. Let's do it.
No, we don't have to. I'll write it and I'll do it live.
No,
we don't have to do that.
I am not. No, on the Fox News.
Whoa.
No.
There he goes.
Bill O'Reilly. You don't remember Bill
I'll
O'Reilly?
fuck it. I'll write it and we'll do it live. There we go.
Let's do it.
I was expecting you to bust out Stormbreaker and then when you started fucking going off.
Oh, I was trying to get all of you on the Bill O'Reilly.
No, you have the small one.
But how am I not the slowest one on this show?
Okay. Thank you, Sweet, for pushing Twitch. Twitch. That's what I was trying to get Brandon to do. We're almost at the level of monetization.
Twitch.
Okay.
God,
We're almost at the level of monetization. I think we're almost at the number of followers. We only need a few, and then we just need a more active viewers concurrent viewers during live stream. So if you guys have YouTube open, just pop open another tab, throw on the Twitch. It really helps out the channel a lot. Thank you so much. So we're not gonna play it because Fox News will fucking come after us for all the money that we're not making on this stream. But I have never. I mean, Brenna and Wayne, listen to this. Jartan, I'll play it for you once we're off the air.
Yeah, no, I've heard it.
I've never heard someone whine so much for such an obvious and. I mean, he can't be serious about the words he's saying because it's so fake outrage. He's so fake mad about this that it's a bit disgusting. So Wayne, what do you what say you, Wayne, about Lightfoot doing interviews with journalists of color? Exclusively.
I think it's just it's another case of the sort of like positive discrimination because people have been excluded for so long. So there's not a problem, in my opinion. Now, what the problem that is being perceived is, so this is what reverse racism looks like, when it's not. It's basically just kind of like, we've all seen that meme of the three guys standing on different sized boxes to see over the fence.
Right.
And the equality is basically, let's give everyone the prop up so we can all see over the fence.
Right.
That's all it is. And it's only one instance. It's only one instance. So the fact that this one instance has triggered this
catfish of a man.
It's okay. Just say what you feel. Say what you feel.
This one confused canine of a reporter, because let's face it, that's all he is. He's just constantly like, what, shit, no, what?
Yeah,
no.
He has the look on his face like the dog that you tricked with the tennis ball, like you fake through it, and he's whoa.
Do you remember that video that went viral? Those videos that went viral when people were like dropping their towel, like putting their towel up by the door, and dropping it, and then disappearing, and the dog's like, huh? That's Tucker Carlson's permanent demeanor,
perma face.
Right? Yeah, he's constantly shocked, and it's like he's never been out of his house before. What is this? This is new. But this is one. No, let me finish. This is one instance of a mayor saying, I want to give this platform to this group of reporters. That's it, one time. But because this is one time, he's using that as a stick with which to beat everyone about everything.
This is the thing that like it's specifically Chicago. And that these racists have been targeting Chicago as this sort of center of liberal failures upon the people, where there's rampant gun violence and there's murder and it's not that he's attacking this idea of just the exclusive rights for this. This is specifically against Chicago, and specifically against the mayor, who happens to be a Black woman, and
a lesbian Black woman.
And it's a strategic attack so that she gets now he gets his followers to be even more against Chicago.
Yeah.
And to use Chicago as this democratic waste hole. And this is the types of things that they're doing. So this is strategic, and it's absolute and utter bullshit.
It's always Chicago and Detroit, and then of recent, because it's a bit more white, they're talking about Portland. Yeah. So they lump all them together to say, oh, we're not being racist because look, Portland.
Yeah. Right.
But 9 times out of 10, it's Chicago and Detroit. Now, I've never been to America, but I know the demographics of those particular areas.
We're gonna get you over here.
No, can I get
2 seconds, real quick from the chat.
Yeah.
Thank you, Easism. He says Chicago equals Obama, and there you go. That Obama connection will not be forgotten.
He's
from Hawaii.
He's from Kenya.
Oh, coaches. Yeah, because I forgot I bought that book from Alex Jones.
A brief history of Barack Obama.
No. Don't buy both books from Alex Jones and stop wanking into my water. That's not how you make frogs gay.
Oh no,
that's not how you make frogs.
Jartan, I'm sorry, mate. I've just sent you a nice little shipment of Super Male Vitality.
Super Male Vitality. No, but here's it. All right. If we're talking about this, let's be honest. Let's be honest about this. The reason we talk about Tucker Carlson because he does not stand for anything that we stand for, right?
He is a rich boy with a platform. That's it.
But does it? Wait. Does he have a point?
No.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
There's no point there.
No point.
No, because those journalists have been shunned for decades.
Yeah.
She's mayor. She says they're not getting shunned this time. Now you guys can wait. It's not that they don't know what's going on with the mayor. These are exclusive interviews. It's not the she's not
press secretary.
she's not the president. You know what I mean? She's the mayor. And if she wants to do an interview with somebody, it's usually in her office in City Hall. It's not going to be like a walk out and do like the press conference thing. She's granting those people to come into my office and talk to me, which was not a thing before, and they didn't get that.
No. I'm talking about the actual article in front of me right now, right? Can we talk about this article, because you're not actually responding to that? So, on the very day he was inaugurated, Joe Biden signed Executive Order 13, 985.
Can you make it a little bigger, Brendan?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
I'm talking about my man.
Oh,
he is squinting so hard.
I'm like reading one eye.
That literally can get it, but whatever.
All right. On the very day it was inaugurated, Joe Biden signed Executive Order 13985. That order makes equality mandatory across the federal government. Yet,
not equality. Sorry.
That says equity.
Equity. Sorry. So equity mandatory across the federal government.
Hold on, let me look.
All right. Hey, motherfuckers. All right. Fuck you guys. You read it.
Hold on, I'm trying to zoom in here. Hold on.
Jartan, I'm not laughing at you, mate. I'm laughing at Mike. I'm laughing at Michael saying, "Brenna, can you make it a little bigger?"
Oh, this from the chat. Googlies, thanks, Googlies. Mr. Jartan, your order of InfoWars Life Super Male Vitality has shipped. May also be interested in Brain Force Plus.
Anyway.
Oh
God, I'm so childish today.
Pretty much.
We're goofy goobers today. Then sweet says asterisk may contain soy.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Oh,
so what say you, Brenna, until Mr. Man decides to come back?
What would you like me to say? I'm all for equity.
Cool.
I see, even here, I see sort of the downfall of not having equity, where in case you guys were really wondering about the difference between equity and equality is when everybody gets the same, while equity is when some that are lower get more, so that they're up to the same level. So we are supposed to have equality across, say, schools, high schools. What happens is that it's not pure equality. And so what we're looking towards and what we're working at here is equity, in which the schools that are losing money or don't have the amount of money, say, to run a swim pool for their school, and when that closes down, but then they're building over here a new theater for this high school, like, that's not equity. And so I'm all for equity, and I'm also all for making sure that those who have the skill. So we talk about, like, we want people who have the right skill. We're not looking at race. We're not looking at this. We're just looking for people at skill. But you don't know that. You don't know what skills you have because you're not offering that opportunity to them. So one of the things that I come across, because I don't have the problem of being bigoted towards via race, I have the female issue. And one of the things we talk about here is that schools, community colleges, are trying to hire more women in certain departments that are male dominated. And I was asked, how do I feel about women being hired and being targeted to hire in certain departments? And I said, you know what? That is great. because the more women you hire, the more you get into those departments, the more you get to train women in those departments.
Right.
And thus, then it becomes this cycle where eventually we get to the point where we don't need to worry about that. Now, we have to worry about that. We have to worry about making sure that minority are getting the access that they need, because we want to get to the point where it's not a problem, but right now it is, and we have to address that. And the way that we address it is to actually acknowledge the problem and to act on it. And what she is doing with this, what Mayor Lightfoot is doing with this, is she is acting on what we need as a society to see this. We have to see this.
Wayne.
I would just like to ask Jartan what his issue is with this, because I feel that I can address it and sympathise with it if I think he's going the way that he's going to go. So Jartan, please tell me what your issue is with this particular policy, because there's something that happened with me that directly happened in this kind of field. And I just want to get your opinion.
No, I don't have an opinion because we haven't read even 2 passages of the article, so we don't know what we're talking about yet.
Oh, no, we watched the thing. We watched the thing before the show. Sorry, mate.
Yes, but we are a fucking podcast. We have to actually read what we're talking about. We can't actually do it in front. We actually have to do it on screen. The thing that I'm having a problem with right now is that I'm trying to read it, and then everybody's pissing on me for trying to read it, and I got her name wrong, and then we are talking about it, but we're not really talking about anything, are we? Because nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about. So, please, Mr. Essex, Lord Wanker, read the fucking article.
No, what I'm saying is, mate.
And then no. And then we can talk about it. When we know what we're fucking talking about, then we can talk about it.
All right. So,
how many passages have I read? Like 2 fucking passages of an entire fucking article, and now I'm supposed to fucking talk about it? Fuck you. Read it, then we'll talk about it.
So hold on. Let me wind you in for a second here, because, and this might get awkward and uncomfortable. That's fine. We're all having a good time. We're all having a good shout. We already watched Tucker Carlson's whole thing. Well, as much as we could stomach, like the first 5 minutes of it. But he said the same dog whistle, ridiculous bullshit points that you would expect him to. And this is an article written by Fox News parodying those same fucking things. I'm not going to waste your time or our viewers' time reading lies from Fox News. The fact that Tucker Carlson was pissed off about it, of all things to be pissed off about, is the reason we're talking about it. So the article is a vessel for people to access the video that we watched already. The article
we did, but this is an audio podcast.
Yeah,
right?
And that's why you're going to grab that link over on the side and you're going to throw it in the show notes so that people, if they want to refer back to it, they can. But we don't have to platform him and read his whole article and play his shit. We can just talk about him without reading the article. We've seen the video. That's what I'm saying. So
if we're going to talk about something, we have to tell people what we're talking about. What you
we already did. We already just did that, and the link's already in the chat. It's already been done.
Yes, the link is in the chat. You are doing the Joe Rogan thing now, Mikey. You are saying that it's their responsibility to make sure that they know what we are talking about. So if we had some fucking pundit on, then they have to watch 3 fucking hours of fucking shit to make sure that they know what we're talking about. What I'm saying is just making sure right now what we're talking about right now. So
but I think even if your challenge is valid, you've picked the wrong pony to back. This is very simple.
I'm just saying, read the fucking article. I tried to read the article. I tried to read the fucking article, and you fucking just, there was a problem with the word. I pronounced it wrong. Sorry, you ask the only non-English speaker to read a fucking article.
Okay.
And now
Let me
fucking off.
let me jump in there as the voice of reason.
Read the
right?
article. No,
Right.
no. Read the article like we were supposed to and start all over again.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you English speaker, without any fucking speed impediment, read the fucking article instead of asking me to do it.
Okay, Jatan.
Start all over again. What the fuck?
No. Right, listen.
How is it?
Dude. Right. This is the thing, right? Now we've seen the video, right? We're asking you to read it because that means that brings you up to speed to where we already are.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no point in me reading it to you because I've already seen it. But if you're reading it, you can then decipher it and then disseminate that to our audience, and then we can have that discussion. There's no point like jumping on us when we've seen it. We're just saying like if you're saying to us we need to read the article, no, we don't. We know what was said. Asking you to read it means that you're reading it and comprehending it and getting up to speed.
I don't want to read another fucking pisshead fucking article about fucking Tucker Carlson because we all know what he fucking stands for.
I tried.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But we watched his whole rant about it, and the article is about his rant. We watched the rant. We tried to disseminate some of the things that he said in the rant, and then we're largely talking about the topic of, is it okay for her to do this? And that's what my question was to you. Do you think that she is justified or right in giving journalists of color privileged exclusive interviews with her? Tucker Carlson be damned. What do you think about it?
First of all, Tucker Carlson has not and will never be a journalist. He is an opinion host.
He just answer the question. Jesus.
No,
come on.
Never go on.
Hello, Boris.
No,
Right.
you should never go on.
I said
never
Tucker
have
Carlson
anything
be
to do-
damned,
No.
and you're like, but about Tucker Carlson?
Yeah.
No, fuck him.
No.
Jartan,
Yeah,
is
fuck
it cool
him.
with you if your mayor was doing the same thing? If the mayor of your town was saying, "Yo, starting with my what? It's not a president. What a mayoral campaign? What do you call a mayorship? Mayorship?
Mayoral campaign.
Yeah, mayoral campaign. Yeah.
Yeah. So like throughout my campaign, I'm going to give my one-on-one interviews with people of color only. Do you think that's okay?
Oh,
We
Yeah, I
got
wouldn't
there
care.
eventually.
no. I'm like, I live in the northern part of Sweden. It's like,
Yeah.
that would be
Don't dissect the question so that it's unanswerable. Just
No, no.
respond as
Yeah,
play the
just
game. Play the game with
Go
it.
for it.
Simple
Go
question.
for it. Go for it. Go.
Yeah,
Go for it.
that would be fine, right?
Yeah.
But the thing that Tucker was saying is like, this is the beginning of how the Nazis did. She would know who to pick out of a line to be tortured. Like every dog whistle you could imagine is in the video. It's
And then they use like Martin Luther King as like
as cover.
Stop doing that. Exactly. What they do is they go, well, I can't be racist because I believe in what Martin Luther King Jr. said, except the fact that you don't. Like,
It's basically they chuck out this racist shit and then they hold up the MLK shield.
right.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, so I swear, I'm not racist because I believe in what he said, not anything that he did. But whatever.
So it would be okay if the guy who pulled Rosa Parks out of the bus, that would be fine as long as like his gun had a Rosa Parks like his sticker on it. It was like, get off the bus.
No, yeah, it's
Is this what a battery?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense. But here's the thing: talking about Tucker Carlson or Bill O'Reilly or anything like all of these pundits, they only have one agenda, right? We are coming to a point right now because I listen to 360 with Anderson Cooper every morning, right? So CNN is
drinking his coffee.
I was like, this is
He just has
right here.
a big cup of Joe. Got the silver fox Anderson Cooper going across the screen, rubbing his nipples.
But I got a big heart of Anderson Cooper. I wouldn't even deny it. I wouldn't even deny it.
All that built money.
Yeah. We could do some shit. Me and Anderson, we could do some shit together.
Woo!
The line starts behind Jartan, everybody. The line starts behind Jartan.
Yeah. I'll kill all you motherfuckers. But
so what did I miss?
Or maybe not one at a time, Brenna. You don't know.
You
don't know. Don't say. You don't know.
I'm not in whatever people want.
We will not kink shame here.
No.
Fuck it. I don't know.
Okay. So I think you're on board with the general consensus of, hey, Chicago, maybe you should have let people of color interview the mayor before this, and then there wouldn't be this. I think, Wayne, you said it in the pre-production meeting. Like, this is a course correction. This is them trying to right the ship in a way, because they had been pushed out of those interviews for so long. Because I think the last time we had a black mayor was George, and George was in the early 80s.
How many of your fucking like governors are in jail right now?
4 out of the last 5. Or maybe it's 3 out of 5. I don't know. Pritzker hasn't gone to jail yet.
So Illinois
are in jail or went to jail because.
Oh yeah, Blago got set.
Got out.
Yeah, Blago got set free by Trump.
Yeah. So that's a different.
You could. And he talked like Kennedy. It was the most annoying thing. I was like, yeah, I guess you can call me a Trump Democrat. Yeah. I was just like, you fucking asshole. Like, put your ass back. They'll catch you on something else.
Get off of your knees. Come on.
Wipe your chin. Have some pride in yourself.
All right. Can we talk about something that annoys me the fuck out of me?
Before we do that, I'm just gonna quickly do this. That.
Yeah, we got you, mate.
Mm-hmm.
We understood.
So that's just explaining equality versus equity.
And that was something that Tucker Carlson fucking led with in his things. Like, we've asked linguists, we've asked all kinds of scholars. No one can tell me what equity means. There's a fucking picture for you, dude. It's a cartoon picture. Does that help?
Equity is a thing. Like I wonder if websters actually put it out there, because they usually do that.
Maybe we can get that we get that in like all black and white. Yeah. And then that way Tucker can color it in, which is probably his main source of information, coloring books. So if we just sent him out a coloring book with maybe that slid into one of the pages, he might pick it up through, like, I don't know, crayon osmosis. So Crayola, if you want to sponsor our venture, hit us up. That way we can teach.
Mikey shoehorned in the word osmosis.
And Osmosis Jones.
I doff, sir. I doff.
I'm not wearing my cap. I got a beanie on.
No, but you wore it last night during DOA, so well done.
Oh, I wear it all the time. I got it.
Even though you ignored the chat when I was being insightful and witty.
Aww.
I'll have to just do better next time.
I was just screaming at the clouds.
Do we have any other articles before we kick it to the after party?
No, do I want to talk about mine, or are we?
We're running late.
Maybe let's do that in a
No, I got one.
We got to do the after show, dude. We're already 12 minutes late.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we'll save your article, Brenna, for a sexy people from the inn.
Okay. I can do that.
We can do that.
I can do that, baby. All night long.
I can't deal with y'all. Where is it?
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to spill the beans, Jen is not sober. She's not sober. No, she's not.
Brenna, before we go, girl, I must warn you.
right.
Come a chameleon, Celine Dion. Oh, we have too much fun before show. I'm ending this shit. I'm ending this shit. So everybody out there, thank you so much for joining us.
No. I'll talk us out. So this has been the Bin Podcast with Wayne, the Lord Wanker of Essex, with Brenna, who actually had a drink. We're fantastic. And the fantastic.
For everybody.
wait.
Don't forget Michael. Don't forget Michael.
Don't forget Michael.
Fucking cunt.
Michael over here. Go to his website, www.thedeviants.com. Subscribe. Put your pledges in. You'll get some.
You're literally damaging my reputation every time you guys say that, and not in a way that's cute or funny, but in a way that's actually damaging.
And of course, you got patreon.com/TheBinPodcast. That's where we are. We are gonna have a hell of a show next week. We are gonna have a debate next week.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Everyone right now.
We are gonna have a debate next week because Mikey is going to debate.
I don't recognize Mikey.
Mikey is going to debate Wayne. No, I don't know. I'm not going to have a debate. I have no fucking idea.
I'll debate. No, I'll
Mikey's freaking out. Mikey.
I'll quite happily debate Michael. Michael. In my
He's
camp,
just freaking out. He's like,
voice.
No, we're not on debate. Michael's going like, no, we're not on debate. No. All right. This is
why I was going to close the show, because your closing of the shows take 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. For Mikey, for Wayne, for Brenna, for me, Shortan, this has been Bid Podcast. And all we have to say is thank you. Please follow and good night.